Alright, guys, we are back with round one on the play. Definitely don't see myself ever choosing to draw first when I have a long tusk cub. And speak of the devil, it's there in our starting hand, which is great. Easy keep. Question, I normally never link to my other videos in the description. I figure just the playlist would be enough. But if that makes things easier, let me know, because I don't really use my description space now. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear from more of you. A few of you comment, which is great, but I'd love to hear from more from you. Honestly, when I made this, I expected, I don't know, 20 viewers at most. Thought it was more of a way for me to just kind of test out streaming and recording because I find it interesting. And also talking through my picks helps me a lot, so I like to do it anyway. So I was happy to see, as many as I got. Not a ton, but happy to see it. I would just love to hear from you a little more. Okay, that hurts, but, what are you going to do? Made him burn a removal spell. So here we just have the Artisan, which isn't too exciting. I could probably just give it the counter. Since, don't want to give Gremlin a target, not that he'd probably burn himself on a servo. And I don't know why I clicked servo as I was describing why I should give him a counter. But that's alright. I'm happy to trade with the Gremlin, or... Freighter's a good card. It's a little scary. Pretty much our only play. Yeah, if he gets something with a, if he starts being able to crew that, which he probably will, we could be in trouble quickly. But if he can't destroy the servo, we can at least double block, and he probably won't have enough mana to. Yeah, so I'd be fine double blocking here, honestly. If that is what he chooses to do. Looks like it is. Yeah, more than happy to. Obviously not the best double block when your opponent's creature has trample, but that's okay. If you don't take out that freighter when you can, you could be in for a long game. Yeah, need a land, preferably a forest or I guess that's it. But, it's enough to stabilize a bit, and he's stuck on mana too. So we don't know what his second color is, if he even has one. Red mono is decently possible, and this set is probably the only mono color I think I've gotten to work in the draft. Definitely happy to trade if he attacks with the Spire side, but he probably won't. Would love to be able to get the Malphus squad out next turn. 2 of them, so he's got another freighter, can do damage. And we just need to draw a land. That's all there is to it. So does he. So not complaining too much. So who gets their 4th one first? And he does. He's got 4 mountains out there. I could crew, but I'm just going to block with the Lawless Broker, because I definitely wouldn't mind giving a counter to the High Spy Artisan, so he can also cast or crew the Sky Skiff. Let's see if he has any pump spells. He does. Not the end of the world. It also gives us a counter for the Armorcraft Judge if we can get that out next turn, which would be nice. Get a card. He's got a lot of 3 drops, hasn't he? Alright, so good draw finally. Let's play the Armorcraft and take the card. We just have to be careful. I mean, we have a short clock right now. Night Market Lookout, not the worst card, but obviously better in a much more aggressive situation. Though if I do draw a land, would love to be able to play that Lookout and the Malphus squad. We don't have any obvious crew candidates for the Sky Skiff at the moment. He's already at 5, so he's drawn a couple in a row. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do this to try to trade with some of these creatures. Could easily have another pump spell. We should be able to at least... What does he got? That was just a bad play by me. I forgot he had that up. But we should still survive the turn just barely. We're probably in trouble because he can tap us down, though he only have one left. We might survive. Let's see how this goes. Okay, it's a good draw. Let's see. We could just play the tiger. But I'd rather get a ton of creatures out. I think it's a little safer. I mean, so obviously if he has a vehicle, we're in big trouble. But if not, we should be able to survive at least a little bit. That's a good card. Maybe not enough without something else incoming. Would love to get that copter out or the sky skiff. The second one we have, just so we can kind of ping and getting back in life at the end of turns if we do end up with the stalemate at all. Though his deck might be fast enough. He's got something planned. Okay. So I don't know what he would have if he's doing that, but I'm sure he has something. But if I can survive and take out the Spire side, then we're in decent shape. So let's find out. That's gotta die. Obviously we need to block everything. Let's take out the doorbuster. Actually, let's do this, so we might leave the night market lookout alive. I don't see a better block. Interesting. I feel like that was just a mistake by him, unless he's got something right here to follow it up. Nothing obvious. That's a good pull for us. So now we can play Nia next turn. And we got another body out on the board. Yeah, his attack last turn doesn't seem good. Not that we're in great shape right now. It's probably riskier than I want to be, but I'm gonna put a counter on the Thriving Rhino. He's only got the one creature that can gain trample. I probably wasn't gonna block with it as a 2/3 anyway. That was kind of a mistake, just in that I forgot Pia, or I forgot the Servant has to tap to give the mana. I don't know how I could have forgotten that. So we're less safe than I wanted to be, but we could still be good if he doesn't have an artifact to play here. And that's unfortunate. Though we should still be alive. But that's just a good card. He draws a card. He has a 5/5 up for next turn. But happy to trade the tiger for the gremlins. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Reason you would play the second mana. Can't think of any. Let's see. What pump spells could he have? If he has Built to Smash, we're pretty much dead. So I'm not going to play around that. If he has, I don't know, Pyrohelix or whatever it's called, we're dead anyway. He can attack us with it. So let's just do this and hope for the best. Harness Lightning I didn't think of, but yeah, it didn't matter how we blocked, more or less. Okay, so we lost. Things to think about for next game. His deck's fast. That's for sure. Got some good crew, or got some good artifact vehicles. Not sure if we have any great response to those. I take it back. We have an appetite for the unnatural, which is definitely going to come in. I'm going to take out the Pia. It just seems too slow against his deck. You know, if we're taking out the Pia, I feel like we might as well stick in either the Night Market Lookout or the Sage, because we don't need the Prism anymore. If we're going just 2 colors. Against his deck, I think I'm going to go Sage, just because we can get that out with the Thriving Rhino. It can do it, or not the Rhino, the Long Tusk Cub. It can do a ton of work, but also it doesn't hurt to have just a 2 power creature against his deck. So let's give this a try and hope we do better in game 2. It's a good starting hand for sure. This deck does lend itself to nice starting hands with so many 2 and 3 drops. But if we can get the Copter into the Rhino to survive, then we're pretty golden in terms of starts. And he didn't look like he had much of a response in the air either. Also, his response to the Cub was that the Pyro Helix, so we can't do that with the Smuggler's Copter, so hopefully that survives a couple turns. We also have a lot of cards to discard, which is nice for the Smuggler's ability. Can cycle through some of these lands. Could have the Harness Lightning for sure, but no way to play around that at this point. I'd be considering that, we'll see. But if he lets me attack, well, I at least get the discard. The mill. So we don't need another forest. Interesting question. If I don't draw a creature, who do I attack with here? Fortunately, I don't have to make that decision. Let's do the... Nah, let's just do the Servo. Let's see, we do want that 5th land, so we gotta be careful with this decision here. Huh. No, let's get that 5th land. I want to get that Tiger up. And also, at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to end up being very defensive in this game. So let's make sure we get that Tiger out next turn. It's a good card, but at this point we're probably not losing a race to him. And if he leaves them both back for double block on the Rhino, well then S6 Extraction is going to do a lot of good work there. But no, he is going to try to race. His deck's fast, but it seems risky. But I guess we'll find out soon. I was considering crewing with the Tiger so I can attack with the Servo for 5-8 total. You know, I'm going to do it. I don't see him winning next turn. If we can get him down to 3 with the Thopter out there, or the Copter out there, sorry, we should be good. And we have the Artisan to chump block if we feel worried. Ooh, Skyscope's gotta be the discard. SS Extraction could win us the game next turn. And Screecher's good too. Alright, so we should be in good shape. We've got him down to 3, and we've got a Tiger, without mana, albeit, but also the Copter. So he's gonna need quite a response to survive this. Trample creature with an Essence Extraction in hand is nice. If he blocks, we can just kill one of them and get him for all 4. Alright, good. So we do win. Yeah, so his deck's really fast, but we can outrace him definitely. Helping on the draw, or on the play. But, you know, didn't see a ton from him, so in that round at least, or in that game at least. Don't see myself changing anything, so let's just go through it again. Hopefully we get another quick start. Seems pretty crucial against him. Great starting hand again. Be a question if we play the Cub or the Sky Skip first. He's mulligan down to 6. Let's see, did he put the card on top? Top, okay. Because he mulliganed, though, it is more likely that I play the Cub first. We want to be as aggressive as we can. If we can get some energy racked out with the Cub, we're in really good shape. The Rhino kind of confirms that there's no way we're not going to play the Cub out first if we have a Rhino to follow it. And hopefully he doesn't. He doesn't have Pyro Helix in hand, or he would have played it. Same with the Harness Lightning, probably. So yeah, we're in good shape here. He will not be able to block. Would love to see a 4 sooner rather than later, because if we can play the Tiger 2, we're in business. I should have put the token on him, but that's okay. I don't mind having 4. I mean, great combo with the Salivating Gremlins, but I feel like we're still okay in terms of any races he's got planned. Guess we'll find out, though. It's not a bad card. I'm gonna just put out the Servo. If he doesn't get Trample, but he's probably just gonna use him to... No, I'll do the Servo. If he plays another creature to crew and then he's still attacking with this without Trample, I'd like to have a Chump Blocker. Let's see what he sent us. I don't know if he's bitter or what, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, obviously we're in great shape, but with his deck as fast as it is, plays an artifact that's also 2 power creature, and we're in a little bit of rough shape. Be attacking for what, 8? No, 9. With all of it being trample damage. And we would not have enough for lethal next turn unless we pull a green mana. So that's, I guess, worst case scenario, something like Foundry Expector coming out here. It's a good card. So it's going to be a question if we attack with the Long Fist Cub next turn, that's for sure. Oh, if he's still attacking, that's surprising. Okay. I mean, I think we got to swing, right? Because that's going to make him block with the Maul Fist. And he's going to kill one of these. So let's take the card now, because I don't think we can bluff anything that's going to make him change his decision. We'll take the 2 cards. Lookout's a good pull, something we can play. I probably should have saved that for later, but that's okay. Definitely gonna use the energy. Does he actually? He doesn't actually have to block one of these, does he? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, he could block the Iron League, but either way he dies. So that's fine. He does need to block one of these 3. 2, 6. No, he doesn't even. Huh. I miscalculated a bit. It's gonna make his turn a little scarier. So I might leave the servo back. Let me just double count one more time. So this becomes a 4 if we put the mana on it. Or put the energy on it. 4, 7, 9, 10. So we're attacking for lethal, but he could just block the servo. So I'm going to leave the servo back, because I'd rather kill the Malphus now. And then, not to mention the Malphus ability, if he leaves it up, is a little scary. Because he could be attacking a lot, for a lot. So let's just do this. And we'll put the energy on the Rhino. Because the Malphus can trade with the Long Tusk Cub either way. If he has a Built to Smash in hand, we could be a little bit out of luck. But hopefully we left enough back where we're okay. It's going to be close though. So if he doesn't block at all, it's pretty scary. If he blocks the Long Fist Cub, ooh, this is scary. So I am glad I held the servo back, but it might not be enough if he's got something good planned. That's good, but I don't think it's enough. If he had played an artifact, we'd be in big trouble. So if we survive, we win. I'm about to find out if we do. So he's going to be attacking for 11 with a possible Built to Smash in hand. If he's got the Built to Smash, it's over, so I don't think we can play around that. Actually, no, it's not over, is it? Because we can chump block both of these. If he has something, what's an instant speed artifact? I can't think of anything for 2 mana, so we should be okay. Double Built to Smash is the danger, I guess. There's one. But he doesn't get trample, so either he's got something weird coming or that's a mistake. Guess that's a mistake. Should be game. So that worked out nicely. Yeah, this is a good demonstration of how, like, even if the Cub doesn't become crazy, you know, strong with just the energy and the counters, it can do a lot of work because it kept feeding the Rhino, and it's just a scare card in general as well. But yeah, I'm glad that deck worked out. He scared me a bit with that Built to Smash, but it wasn't enough. And yeah, I'll see you back here for round 2 in a little bit.